Hey guys, Chris Peshek, broker associate, Dripping Springs home team at Peshek Properties here, and this is day 9 of the Dripping Springs 12 Days of Christmas, and I am here at House of Jane with your friend and mine, Miss Haley Hunt.
Hello everyone, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I'm excited. I
It's
love
good
this
to be
holiday
here.
season.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's a good feel, like when you walk in and you see the lights and all of that stuff. It's just a good feel.
I agree. I love it. Especially when it's 75 degrees outside.
That's not the
neither
best
here nor
part of it. That's not the best part. But anyway, so guys, y'all know at this point what I'm doing. I'm trying to expose y'all to local business owners, local businesses, people that are in the community, are invested in the community, and are doing everything that they can to promote the community, which is why I'm here with Haley today. And if y'all don't know, we're going to start off with, Haley, what in the world is House of Jane? And it's House, H-A-U-S, just so you know. So what's House of Jane?
Okay, so House of Jane is your local cannabis dispensary. We like to call it a boutique hemp dispensary, but I'm kind of just throwing the word cannabis out there just a little bit more, just so people can kind of get used to it.
So that it's not a stigma.
It's not. You know, cannabis is hemp, you know, and there are aspects of hemp that can be on that intoxicating side, but there's also a lot of aspects of hemp that are not. So that's what we really do here at House of Jane, is educate people over what cannabis is and is not.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
How did we get here to Dripping Springs? How did we end up as House of Jane? Kind of talk through your journey,
yeah.
The store's journey.
Yeah.
You know, you can. I know Christy is here as well. We can kind of just bring everything together.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So my personal story is I did not know about CBD until I was driving through Lubbock to meet my cousin, and she had some friends that were just about to open up a CBD company. And I just didn't know what it was. I knew what, you know, cannabis was, but not the CBD aspect of it. And so I had insomnia and restless leg, and my personal story is that it truly helped me sleep better, and it helped the pain go away in a natural way where I was not taking an Advil every day. So I have a nursing background, and so I really love to help people in general. So I was like, well, let's bring this to the Dripping Springs community, right? Mm-hmm. So I had a little office on our property and just kind of started looking more into it. Christy and I were friends and talked about cannabis and her love for the plant, my love for the plant, and we really just merged in this wanting to get cannabis to the people in a safe and educated way, right? And so timing is everything in life. I truly believe that, right? And so Christy and I just came together at a really good time, and we were just both like, you know, we need a place downtown. We have to be the first, right? And so you know, I think Christy mentioned it, and within a week we had found some rental property, and we started rocking and rolling October of 2019.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing, because then comes COVID, and we were still there, but it gave Christy and I a really good opportunity to look at who we were as a company. At that time, we were under the name Trulevia.
I was going to say, so just so people draw the...
Yeah. So it used to be Trulevia, and then we just kind of were looking at it, and there was a couple of different things why we chose to go with House of Jane to, you know, revert, I guess, or, you know, go into House of Jane. But the first thing is really just, we like the whole house aspect. The first rental property was a house. We ended up having this opportunity to buy this land on Old Fitzhugh, and it's currently a house. So we kind of like that play on it. And then the way we spelled it is a kind of a German kind of root, but we just like the way it looks, really. And then the Jane part,
branding's everything,
right? And then the Jane part comes from Mary Jane. A lot of people ask, like, who's Jane? I'm like, no, it's just a play on that. So together it became House of Jane, this brick and mortar. So yeah.
There you go. I just lost my train of thought, but I can cut through that. Just keep smiling. Gosh dog it, I was going to ask something about the switch over to, or from Trulevia, but I don't know what it was. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, so you guys are, you said on Old Fitzhugh, so walk people through exactly where you are so that when they're shopping this year, they can find you, or next year.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are on Old Fitzhugh. It runs parallel to 12. I always like to tell people it's right across the street from Sidecar, because most of the people are familiar with Bell Springs and Sidecar, so it's an easy kind of want to. So yeah, that's how you can find us.
And there is no access off of 12. You do have to come off of Old Fitzhugh. I found that out earlier when I was like, I thought there was a driveway here, but there's not.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet. Not yet. Hey, I like that. So a little bit of foreboding there.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about you've got some specials that you're running for Christmas, and you've got some ideas for people for gifts.
Absolutely.
So let's kind of talk through the specials first, and then we're going to take a tour of the store.
Yeah, 100%. So I would definitely talk about our holiday special that's going to run through the end of the year. So it is our House of Jane's signature tincture. It's buy one get one free.
Okay, time out. What's a tincture?
Okay, a tincture is, good question. A tincture is the liquid form of CBD. So what you're going to do is just drop it under your tongue. It's sublingual absorption, which we really like.
Absorption.
It is faster than, say, a gummy that you're chewing and swallowing, that sort of thing. So our signature House of Jane tincture, we have a 600 milligram and a 1200 milligram. And the biggest thing to me, Chris, is that we wanted to do this, number one, because it's a good high quality product.
Right.
And number two, I think CBD doesn't get all the tout that it deserves because, we are people of, we want it now, right? That quick gratification. And THC does that, right? You quickly can feel it, know whether you like it, you didn't, that sort of thing. CBD, we always like to say start low and slow, but don't be scared to go all the way, right? So we like to start our clients off with kind of a minimum dose. I normally tell my clients twice a day, put it by your toothbrush and take it twice a day because consistency with CBD is just mind-blowing. Research has shown so many benefits of CBD, anti-inflammatory, anti-anxiety, antioxidant. But my biggest thing people really use it for is pain. You can really see a difference because, again, it's that powerful anti-inflammatory.
Okay, so talking through your signature tincture, why is that a good deal? What is this special about?
Good question. So, what it is you either get 1,200 milligrams of CBD for $20 or you get 2,400 milligrams for $45. So, full spectrum. Again, you're just not going to see that. So now, if anybody has the opportunity to want to try CBD or know somebody that wants to try it, now is the time to do it. And I also like to say, and if you have a big dog. Because
good point.
Because
fireworks are coming.
Yeah, because our pet tincture is essentially just a normal CBD, and so if you have a big dog, those prices make a lot more sense than the other ones. So
that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So you also mentioned, in addition to that special that you're running right now, you mentioned you might be having some weekly specials.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we're going to try to do, we're going to try to roll that out, hopefully, this week, next week, for sure being really consistent in the new year. It's a very good goal. But every Sunday, we're going to roll out a new special for that week. So it's going to change whether it's tea, the flower, gummies. We're just going to kind of have specials every week. So we want people to make sure and follow us and just, watch that because it's going to be really good specials.
Okay, very cool. Now, before we go on a tour of the store, I want to. So we had to cut that really quickly right there, and you had a customer come in.
Yeah.
And so I want to talk a little bit about what do your customers look like? Because actually, I've seen two customers now that have been here. Could not have been more different.
Absolutely.
And so let's talk through what do your CBD customers look like?
Yeah. So. And during our branding, we really had to identify that, and we finally said it's between probably the ages 35 and 65. That is like
a huge range, though.
It is, but that really is our range of clients, because it used to be maybe stressed out mothers, that sort of thing. But now the silvers are coming in because they're realizing that some of this stuff can maybe lessen their medication with doctor's orders.
With doctor's orders.
Yes.
And the customer who was just in here made a comment that cracked me up, which was, I've got family coming in for Christmas, so I've got to have it hidden. And so there still is, even though everything that you're doing is obviously, it's way regulated at this point. It's also way legal at this point. There's still a little bit of that, what's the right word? Stigma. Thank you. There's still this stigma behind it.
Yeah.
But it's almost like it's creeping underground and people are realizing, okay, it's not a bad thing, it's a good thing.
Yeah. Well, not to correct you a little bit, but I'm gonna. But it is not regulated. And it is not all the way, everything we sell obviously is legal, right? But Texas legislation, it is a really kind of, what's the word?
It's not the Wild West.
It kind of feels feels that way
Okay.
sometimes because you never know what's going to be drawn up or what's going to happen.
Did you like this lead in into what we were talking about?
Yes, I do. Yeah. And so I first want to talk about like regulations. So here at House of Jane, Christy and I really pride ourselves on the quality of products that we bring into our store. Super transparent. We're asking all of our vendors, where's that hemp grown? How's it processed? How do we get from seed to our shelves, right? So lab testing, all the different things that come into looking at the quality that we bring to our store to deliver to our community is by far the most important. So we regulate ourselves, right? And then with the legislation side, I would say, listen, legislation is going to be coming up through January. And so it's going to be an interesting session, but I am a part of the Texas Hemp Coalition, which if you don't know much about that, I definitely recommend you checking out their website because the people who are part of this coalition are the best of the best in the field. And now I'm not saying me, I learned so much from the people on our board and our members, but you talk about people who are fighting the good fight for the people, it's that coalition and many, many others, right? Because we all have the agenda, right? And we want safe, secure, regulated things happening. So,
well, and I guess that's overall the point here is that if it's not regulated, and thank you for correcting me, but if it's not regulated, then you don't know. Like you don't necessarily know what's in when you go somewhere. And if it's somebody that does not have the same set of values that you guys have, the playing field's not level. Whatever that looks like. But again, if y'all can make a difference, if y'all can get regulations put in place that, then it just becomes I would think a better product for everybody that's interested.
I agree, definitely. And I really hope that Texas does it right because I think legalities of the full plant is going to be years away, but hopefully we can learn from other states that will protect like our shop, protect our small farmers, because that's really important because we all have a love for this plant. And sure, it's nice to make money, but man, we are just trying to get out some natural healing things to the people, right? So, yeah.
There you go. All right. Well, let's take a little trip around the store and show me what people can buy for Christmas.
I sure will. And speaking of Christmas, just real quick, so we have great gifts for those white elephant kind of parties. People love this stuff, right? And then we even wrap it for you. So yeah.
Before we do, and I just looked behind me, you got mushrooms up here.
Yeah, we do.
That's not hemp.
No, it's not. And it's not kind of the psychedelic side of mushrooms either.
Okay.
So this right here is actually a family in Dripping Springs. It's high vibe mushrooms, and it is 10 medicinal mushrooms that are combined together in a powder form. And so we really wanted to bring this in, again, another healthy supplement alternative for our clients, right? Doing the research on this, we have my mind has been blown, just how beneficial each and every individual mushroom is. And so we started with this one, and we actually are going to be bringing some other from Hawaii into the store that has some blends, and then the individual too, because like lion's mane, it's been shown to generate new neural pathways. Yes.
Really?
I mean, to me, I have Alzheimer's in my family, and so to me, taking a supplement like that plus CBD every day, I'm just, hopefully bettering my chances.
Yeah, exactly.
And
so that's what I was going to ask on that. You had mentioned the anti-inflammatory and those types of properties with CBD. So go through a few other ones with mushrooms if I'm not putting you on the spot too much.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Just a big one is immuno boosting kind of thing, and when I take it, it kind of makes me just a little bit more alert.
Okay.
And if you look at their website or different people's kind of reasons why they take that, it varies from person to person, right? And it depends on, again, the mushroom that you're taking too. But like this blend kind of gives you a little bit of everything, which to me, I really, really like it. But you have to take it every day. That's the thing about mushrooms.
Okay. So yeah, consistency.
It is. Consistency is key, and again, I always recommend though people talking to their doctor because just like any other supplement, there could be some things that it'll affect differently. So with cannabis, mushrooms, any kind of supplement, always check with
Let your doctor know that you're doing it. Okay, so let's go check out some of these gifts.
Cool.
Okay, Miss Haley, let's talk Christmas and gifts.
Let's do it. All right. So first I'm going to talk about kind of the smaller gifts, the grab and go, or kind of an extra gift that you can just like slip in there. And first I'm going to talk about these bone broths. Okay. These have been a really nice hit. It's like 13 milligrams of protein, 10 milligrams of CBD. I really think these taste good, especially for people who are fasting, kind of that first eating, or, you know, you get the munchies from some of the products. This may be an alternative. And then next are caramels. Caramels are really big. Our clients are loving the caramels.
Okay.
And again, of course, I can't, say it enough, but dosage matters. So we do a lot of educating on all of this stuff. So you do have to be careful on the gift ideas sometimes. Okay. These mints right here.
Ask questions when you come in is what Haley is saying.
Please do. So we have some chocolates and some mints that, the mints are probably one of our best sellers too, because it's such an easy grab and go. You can keep it in your purse, keep it wherever you want to keep it, and you're chewing it, so it's going to hit a little faster. And they're very small doses. It's microdosing.
Okay.
I personally love microdosing. Just taking the edge off. It's a beautiful thing, okay? So next we'll go to our gummy section over here.
Okay.
So gummies definitely are our top seller here at House of Jane. Everybody likes a good gummy. Again, the education aspect of it, because each one is different and kind of serves its own purpose. Although it is certainly a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a one person, very
individualized. There you
yes,
go.
Very individualized experience for each person. So again, coming back to that low and slow and then build up, because you never know your tolerance, right? We do have some flour. So hemp flour specifically is the benefits of the plant without the high. And then there are a couple of ones that are sprayed or infused with Delta 8 that will give you that intoxicating side. So people really like the pre-rolls, the ease of it, that sort of thing. Then again, we have kind of our CBD options, gummies, tinctures, that sort of thing. And then we have a bunch of Delta 8, THCO, HHC kind of vapes, which are really popular because they're just inconspicuous and they do not smell like weed most of the time. So our clients really like that. And again, some people kind of are like, oh, smoking is bad. But the thing with this many aspects of inhalation is I'll tell people, some people need that immediate kind of calming sensation that this will bring you. And I'm telling you, like 1 or 2 hits will bring that. Okay. So this isn't really one of those things that you're just puffing on all day. I mean, to each their own, right? But that's kind of what we think about the inhalation aspect of it. Okay. So then over here, we've got a bunch of different teas that we like that are CBD infused. Dog treats are a big thing.
We have dog treats for Charlie.
Yeah. So they have endocannabinoid systems just like we do. Yep. So if you think about pain, anxiety, sleep, that sort of thing, it's truly remarkable to see like an older dog take it and to see how much better they move around. Truly, we love our fur babies, right?
And I'm gonna, so to be specific, this is what Charlie has. Charlie has this because when we go out to breweries and things like that, the amplified music and stuff is not her friend. She gets terrified. Yeah. That definitely takes the edge off for her.
That's what we like, right? And then we have a different smoking accessories and some women's specific products. And again, down here, just more smoking accessories. This is kind of building in our business, surprisingly. So we're just kind of going along with what our clients are asking for, and Christy's really good about bringing some unique pieces into the store, and Grab itself is just a really good brand, so we really like using them. Then over here, again, drinks are super popular right now. It's water soluble, so you're sipping on it and it's going to take effect pretty quickly. Sometimes the gummies can take up an hour, 2 hours, that sort of thing. So it's nice to kind of sip on it. And honestly, a lot of our clients like them if they're trying to slow down their drinking, for one. You can kind of sip on one of these and it's just chill, because all of ours are, again, low doses. Most people here, most of our clients are going to be kind of those low dose. We have a few clients that are the higher, which, all good. We got you. And then over here, again, some of those gift ideas. We like the fun keychains and some different pieces that we like. Teas, bath bombs, some fun cups.
And while we're here, I'm going to pause for a second and show this mural. And this mural is done by a local artist as well.
It is. It's Morgan. She actually did the one out at Grawlix as well. So she is a baddie. We love her. in her awesome,
If you
design
need
basket.
murals done, yes, Morgan, without a doubt. Incredible. Okay, sorry. Let's keep going here.
Yeah, so then back here, this is going to be a room that's going to be transitioning in 2023. So we're hoping to bring out some different kind of swag, and we're just testing the market of what does well. I'd love to do more sustainable clothing, hemp clothing, that sort of thing. So we're just trying to learn and how we can get that in our store at a price, that people can actually afford and want to buy.
Right.
So.
And while we're talking about 2023, I think y'all may have some big things planned that you're
really
not quite
do.
ready to announce yet.
We
but
really do, and we're super excited about it. Christy and I and Heidi, our other worker who works here, have all been working behind the scenes on a couple of really big things that we're super excited to bring to benefit the community, right?
Awesome.
So everything that we're doing, we're thinking about you guys. So we're excited.
Guys, that's it for this episode of the 12 Days of Dripping Springs Christmas here at House of Jane. Haley, thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris.
And people have got to know, like I said at the beginning, the reason we do this is to introduce you to something that you may not know about Dripping Springs, some of the people that live in Dripping Springs and have lived in Dripping Springs, and their kids go to school with your kids. And if y'all don't know, Haley's very, very involved in the community, and you've mentioned that a couple times. She's actually going to be helping me out in 2023 with a couple of things that will soon be announced. But I trust me, Jeff Bezos is not going to jump in his damn plane and come here and say, "Hey, Chris, what do you need help with?" That's why I want you to shop locally with folks like Haley, with folks like Christy, and at places like House of Jane. So stay tuned for the next one. I will see you tomorrow with another episode of 12 Days of Dripping Springs Christmas.
And thank you so much, everyone, for your support. Christy and I could not do it without you, so we really appreciate it.